What is going on, everyone? The Mac Attack here, and welcome to a brand new unboxing video. And today I'm going to be unboxing a brand new DC Multiverse McFarlane figure that I have been waiting to unbox. And today I'm going to be unboxing the McFarlane Collector's Edition Connor Kent from Teen Titans. Now, this one, I will say, is a lot more different than you could ever expect, because if you guys remember seeing the actual pictures of the actual figurine itself, it was just the red logo on the chest. Well, it turns out, as I just got this as this was delivered to me today, since I finally ordered it, it includes the ripped off piece of shirt to form an L, obviously because we all know that Connor Kent was made by Lex Luthor. So obviously, the figures made it seem like it was just the red logo on the shirt, but I got one of the rare versions of it. I'm just calling it rare because every picture I've seen of this figure did not have the L, so that's why I'm calling it rare. But I got one of the rare versions that included the tore up piece of shirt to form an L over top the red Superman logo on it. But as you can see, other than with the Lex Luthor type of head with the laser beams that it already has, it's got the two other replaceable heads that you could go ahead and put on it, along with the card and at least some good old fake rubble that you could put Superboy's fist on top, so like you could give him like a Superman type of superhero landing pose. And when you turn this box around, obviously this is all you're going to be seeing. You got another good look at the concept art for Connor Kent, Superboy, and obviously you'll see right there McFarlane Collector Edition Connor Kent from Teen Titans. And that's about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get Connor Kent out of his packaging. Alrighty guys, I got Superboy out of his packaging, and took me a little while to get some of that stuff out of the box because carrying this camera while filming my video with one hand and trying to cut those little plastic pieces wrapped around my figurine off while holding my camera with one is not easy, and that's what I do with all my unboxings all the time. But here is the Superboy Connor Kent figurine, and obviously this is based off his Teen Titans look. Obviously, you know that he has this outfit not just in the live action Titans series, but you could also see Connor Kent wear this type of suit in Young Justice, if you guys remember that show. Obviously one of the most iconic animated DC cartoons yet, and at this day it will always be one of the most iconic animated DC comic cartoons yet. And obviously, as you can see, yeah, like I've always thought when looking at the picture of the figurine by itself, it is a very cool figurine. I'm really a big fan on how they pulled this figure off and based it off of his actual look and design. And I like that they actually included like the different heads, including his Lex Luthor persona head, and I like detailing with the laser eyes on it. That's actually very awesome. This is obviously, of course, the one and only superhero created with the DNA of not only just Superman, but Lex Luthor himself, and the Lex Luthor Laboratory. But yeah, this is one of the coolest looking DC non-movie related figures of all time. I think this is by far one of the coolest DC McFarlane figurines of all time. And the fact that this is my first ever DC figurine that's not based off of any live action DC movie or show or any way, that's cool. I'm glad I got something that's not movie related for once. There's no problem with me getting anything movie related, but yeah, I'm a big fan of how this figure turned out, and obviously it's a little hard to get used to seeing the L over top of the red, since obviously that wasn't in the pictures, but obviously this, at the same time, I don't mind it at all. I got this figure to just have the red Superman logo by itself, but hey, this is one of the rare type of versions where you can have the Lex Luthor L on it. I'm glad to see that being introduced in the figurine by itself. And this, guys, is what Superboy will look like with his ground platform that he is smashing down with his fists. And I decided to go ahead and add his one angry face on there. And again, I like that they added this little platform with the figurine. It makes the figurine look a lot more cooler. And again, I like how they decided to add in little bit of extras with this figurine, and the fact that once again, I'm not the greatest at pose abilities with this, but this is the best that I can do with it. But this is Superboy while posing, and now I will go ahead and show you guys what he will look like with his Lex Luthor persona head on and flying up in the air. Alrighty guys, and here is the Lex Luthor persona for Connor Kent, and he's off the air with his little flying display base right here that they include for any flying character. I put on his replaceable hands, that way it gives you a good take of him posing while he's flying up in the air, basically pointing at someone that has pissed him off. And I will go ahead and turn this around, that way you guys can get a full-on look of the whole entire figure by itself while it's floating up in the air. And for the most part, it looks, again, like I can say for this figurine that I've said many times now, it is very cool. And I like how it has the little detailing of the L on top of the Superman logo on Connor Kent's shirt. It is very cool, and it definitely gives a perfect example on Superboy being created by the DNA of Superman and Lex Luthor together. And yeah, one thing I can say about this figure is I'm glad to have added this to my collection of the DC Multiverse McFarlane characters. I am considering on getting every other Teen Titan figurine for the Multiverse McFarlane toy line. And yeah, this is a cool first figurine for Teen Titans for me to get for the toy line of the DC Multiverse McFarlane figurine line. So what do you guys think of the Connor Kent figurine? Do you guys like it? Do you own it? Or do you not like it and how it's made? Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the figurine for Connor Kent. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. The Mac Attack, signing out. Have a good one.